all of the online, being
slander and
attacks, lies, conspiracy theories. We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui.
You're so concerned about what's happening in Maui that you somehow managed to hire a private firefighting team to protect your land before the fires started.
Not again. Oprah playing the victim card. Oprah Winfrey eventually responded to the counter-reaction over her response to the Maui campfire. Yes, she made things worse for herself because she dismissed legitimate reviews coming from Maui locals as a conspiracy proposition and complained that people online are spooking her. I want to give you the opportunity to share your thoughts on that. Well, this is a really great point about finding happiness in the midst of a crisis. After she was called out for buying native land on Maui and exposed for hiring her own firefighters to protect her properties, Oprah also faced criticism for asking her followers to contribute to Maui. However, just click if you want to make a donation. Oh, did I just confirm what I think I witnessed? Please do not tell me I just saw a billionaire standing next to a multimillionaire asking the average everyday citizen for donations that can barely make a difference. While Oprah and The Rock said they'd give $10 million of their own funds to Maui. Those who paid attention to their precisely articulated video pointed out that Oprah actually said they pledged to contribute. So, after weeks of criticism on social media, Oprah decided to address the backlash during a recent appearance on her BFF Gayle King's morning show. Based on her response, she's either so out of touch that she believes she's doing something good, or she knows that people have seen through her scheme but she's too arrogant to care. What if I didn't really know who I am? What if I didn't have the assurance of Invictus? Now, to give you some background, a string of wildfires broke out in Hawaii last month, with the western coast of Maui suffering the most severe impact. According to the latest reports, the confirmed death toll stands at 115 people, while 66 others are missing. Thousands of others have lost their homes, their beloved animals, and all their belongings. The Maui fire now ranks among the top 10 deadliest U.S. wildfires on record. And as if these poor people haven't suffered enough, they are now getting calls from investors who are trying to exploit them and buy their land for pennies on the dollar. Homeowners have been contacted by investors and realtors offering to buy their land. And this is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. We just want to make sure that people around the world understand our situation and know that Lahaina isn't for sale. So, in the midst of all this destruction, Oprah had a brilliant idea and decided to bring her camera crew to record the survivors in one of the emergency centers. According to the Daily Mail, on August 13th, Oprah was denied access to an emergency shelter after she tried to bring a CBS camera crew inside. Still, there is another factor contributing to the skepticism of original residents regarding Oprah's presence in Maui. You see, Oprah is a part-time Maui resident, and as recently as March, she acquired 870 acres of land on the island for $6.6 million. The Architectural Digest also reported that towards the end of last year, Oprah acquired 2 additional parcels of land on Maui, each measuring 10 acres, for $100,000 each. So in addition to the extensive land Oprah already owned on the island, she has now accumulated hundreds more acres, and according to one report, her total land ownership in Maui is estimated to be around 2,000 acres. When news first broke that Oprah had acquired the fresh 870 acres in March, she faced significant criticism from locals, who argued that her purchase of Maui land was contributing to the displacement of indigenous residents. Many critics also questioned the necessity of such a large landholding on Maui, leading to colorful speculations about the purposes of Oprah's parcels. As reported by Newsweek, Oprah's mansion on Maui is located in the southwestern part of the island, just an hour's drive from the area that was fully devastated by the wildfires. But despite the massive fires that swept through this region, all of Oprah's properties and land remained untouched by the massive blaze. But this was not just a coincidence because according to viral reports circulating on social media, Oprah hired private firefighters to protect her land from the flames. What's even more suspicious is that she allegedly hired the firefighters before the fires started. After Oprah and The Rock recently launched their People's Fund of Maui, asking supporters to contribute, one TikTok user went viral claiming that Oprah hired private firefighters before the fires broke out, and she also hired additional security to keep survivors away from her land. We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui. You are so concerned about what is happening in Maui that you managed to hire a private firefighting team to protect your land before the fire started. You are so concerned about what is happening in Maui that instead of offering some of that land to house a small portion of those displaced people, you've hired a private security team to keep them off your land. But that's not all. It's also quite telling that Oprah said nothing about the investors who have been calling Maui residents and pressuring them to sell their land. And no, this is not a conspiracy theory because numerous survivors have come forward with details of the exploitative offers they received from investors and real estate developers. But as this TikTok user pointed out, the reason Oprah will not say anything about these shady investors is because those are the same people who helped her acquire her massive swaths of native land on Maui for much less than it was worth. You are so concerned about Maui that you simply have not had time to denounce any of the shady real estate deals that are robbing people of everything they have. You know, like the deals you were involved in that helped you acquire that land for pennies on the dollar of what it was actually worth. Another good point that this TikTok user made is that Oprah could have easily reached into her own wealth and told her billionaire friends to do the same if she was truly interested in helping the people of Maui. You are so concerned about Maui that instead of making what would be a small donation for you and 4 or 5 of your billionaire friends, which could be used to rebuild the entire place in a matter of months, you are going on social media and asking the American public, most of whom can't even afford to pay their rent right now, to do it for you. It's safe to say that this is what most people were thinking when they first saw the video of Oprah and The Rock soliciting donations. Still, despite the widespread agreement about Oprah's motives, Oprah is refusing to acknowledge people's concerns. And she just went on live television to play the victim and accuse her critics of being conspiracy theorists. While promoting the new book she co-authored, ironically titled, Make the Life You Want: The Art and Wisdom of Getting Happier, Oprah was strategically asked to address the backlash over her Maui donation plan, and she completely dismissed the question, saying that the backlash made her think about how she can maintain her happiness while facing criticism. The People's Fund of Maui was created by you and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in which you both poured time, effort, and millions to kick it off yourselves. Yet it still faced online criticism. I want to give you the opportunity to share your thoughts on that. Well, this is a really great point about finding happiness in the midst of being criticized and attacked online. Oprah also had the audacity to say that people who are criticizing her are diverting attention away from the people of Maui. All the online slander and attacks, falsehoods, conspiracy theories really took the focus off of what was the most important thing, and that was the people of Maui. But isn't it clear that Oprah failed to acknowledge that the people of Maui are the ones who are most vocal in criticizing her? And this is because they know firsthand what she's done to their native land. Oprah could visit. Who is she? Who is she? We couldn't even have our pastor visit us in the morning to offer prayer, but Oprah could visit. Anyway, you can probably imagine what critics are now saying about Oprah's response to the backlash. One commenter reflected, extremely narcissistic. Poor Oprah. Scared? Really? No mention of those who lost everything and how they might be feeling. Whatever problems she feels she's going through are insignificant. So glad Gail took the time out to mention her blue outfit. There's a complete disconnect. Or is there? And another commenter added, I hate Oprah even more after this damage control manipulation interview. But let's hear your thoughts on Oprah's response. Do you think she doesn't understand why people are calling her out? Or is it that she simply doesn't care? Comment down below. And don't miss out on the upcoming video.